Hey guys, what is going on and welcome to a Fortnite Battle Royale video here on the channel. Now, today's video will be split into two parts. I will separate these parts down below as chapters for your convenience. However, first half, Reload. Reload has today been reset. We are now in Reload Season 2, which means that the ranks have been reset, and also Reload has a new loot pool, which is interesting. Some of the things that are in here you might not even recall from this image. Like, I think that one on the bottom right, that looks like a prime shotgun, which I liked the prime shotgun, but for example, the one in the top left, I couldn't even tell you what shotgun that is based on the image of it. So we'll go in, we'll try out this loot pool. However, this comes with locked and reloaded quests. There are 9 quests in total, each worth, 10 quests in total actually, I stand corrected. Worth 15,000 XP each, eliminating 20 players with rifles, SMGs or pistols, shotguns, explosives, dealing damage to players, searching chests for ammo boxes, headshotting players, collecting ammo, surviving storm circles, rebooting, and eliminate 7 players in a single match. That one might be the tough one. However, you also get a bonus of 25,000 XP for every 3 that you complete, meaning that in total there is 225,000 XP from these quests, just under 3 levels. It's not clear if these have an expiry date, so there is a potential that these quests could last you into Chapter 6 Season 2, meaning you could save them for your next Battle Pass. But, without further ado, let's head into a reload game. We're going to try out the new loot pool for this part of the video, and then in the second half of the video we're going to go over to Battle Royale. So guys, you can see that we're playing on Oasis map. It is worth just clarifying there isn't a new map yet. Potentially in the future, we still don't know if Epic are planning a third reload map, but at the moment you do still have the 2 maps and they cycle through. So obviously do keep that in mind, that you will either be playing on Oasis, which is this one, or I can't quite remember the name of the original one, but they cycle every 30 minutes. So obviously when you come on to play, you might not have this map, you might have the other one, but the loot pool will be the same on either of them. So don't fret about that, and your rank is also consistent across both maps. But first things I'm seeing, it's the Infiltrator pump shotgun. That's the one I couldn't remember. That is a that was from the War season, the Resistance, Chapter 3 Season 2. We also have Prime Shotgun, which I quite like. Twin Mag SMG. Okay. This is an interesting loot pool so far. Yeah, Slapberries was the Chapter 4 one that gives you infinite sprint. Interesting, so we've got Slapberries back as well. Does seem curious, the loot pool so far. There's Combat Assault Rifle as well, so that's nice rapid fire. You got a Grappler and an Infantry Rifle. Damn, okay. Also we're gonna head up to this station. Storm's already moving. I forgot the storm's a bit quicker in this game mode. I mean, it makes sense that the storm's quicker in Reload. It does make sense, but... Right. Oh my god, the Deagle is back. Yeah. And Slap Splash. This feels very much like a Chapter 3 and 4 inspired loot pool. It does feel more like Chapter 3-4 inspired. But there's elements of Chapter 1 and 2, so there's like the original TAC, there's the Deagle, there is a Combat Assault Rifle here as well. Wait, oh, this is the new Deagle as well, because it doesn't say Legacy Hand Cannon, it just says Hand Cannon. Interesting. Yeah, there's like 2 variants. There's the original one that like did ridiculous damage to structures, and then there's the newer one that doesn't quite do as much damage. All I remember is there's 2 variants. There's some minis on top of this truck for you. So for those of you that somehow aren't familiar with Reload, the way that it works, if you die, you're not out. You simply get rebooted after a period of time as long as your teammate stays alive. If your teammate manages to kill people, the timer gets reduced. If your teammate dies, you're both out. At a certain point towards the end of the game, reboots will then be turned off. Naturally, because at some point you're going to have someone win the game. So that is how Reboot works. Anyone who wants to play Reboot solos as well, basically you just get 3 lives in that one, and if you've still got your lives towards the end of the game, then you get given 50 overshield per life you had left, just to give you a nice little boost for the final fight in solos. So that is how that works. But anyway, let's use the power of editing to skip forward a little bit. Yeah, so it does seem that the hand cannon still has ridiculous accuracy if you're good at aiming things like a revolver. Mystic, potentially fire up your reboot. So you can manually trigger your reboot. Yeah. Yeah, but like, just glide away from me because obviously I could die. So like, if we separate out, at least then you stay alive. Okay, the prime shotgun is still very, very good. It's just I've not used it in so long. But yeah, the loophole's good, and Reload is quite a fun game mode, to be fair. It is quite fun. But yeah, if you make it to the end, that's when things get really interesting. Interestingly, the Havoc pump shotgun is also back, and how did I just miss a snipe on a stationary target? That was really, really poor from me. But yeah, the Havoc pump shotgun's back, which is an interesting one because it wasn't as frequently used as some other weapons. So that's a bit weird. But anyway, that is enough of Reload. It is time to switch over to normal Battle Royale. So into the second half of the video, welcome. Week 10 quests are our final set of weeklies here in the normal Battle Royale Zero build of Chapter 6. And that is the following 5 quests. Complete a train heist or capture a storm forecast tower. Not a massively difficult quest, and it's party assisted, making your life a little bit easier. Deal 100 damage to opponents while you have a specialist hired. Again, party assisted, so not too bad. Boost 300 meters distance without leaving the road. So try not to be going off-road to do that quest. Shouldn't be too hard. Deal 450 damage to opponents with common or uncommon weapons, so demons and NPCs count. Going to mass meadows might be a good way to do that, but make sure you're using grey or green weapons. And then finally collect 500 ammo from eliminated opponents. Again, saying opponents, not players. So again, anything dropped by demons, particularly Shogun X, will count. Shogun X drops a lot of ammo, making that quest nice and simple for you. So without further ado, we're going to go into a zero build match, and we're going to see just how many we can actually get done. Like, just how easy are these? So, just flying in, just a little note to do with the Frozen Portal and Daigo. The Frozen Portal is no longer so frozen. It's activated a lot more today. One of Daigo's masks has been awakened. For some reason it's not showing on my screen. So one of these 6 masks should be glowing for you guys, but it's not for me. And then when you speak to Daigo, you get the second day's worth of message. Today being the dark presence within the spirit realm is powerful, I can feel its malice. I should also just mention that there are specific messages that you will get for different characters. So if you come and speak to him as his brother, Kendo, his sister Jade, Hope or Jones, the Night Rose, or Shogun X, any of those 6 will also have different messages, such as Jade. He's constantly like, oh, you must be a demon because my sister is trapped in the spirit realm and I'm trying to save her. Kendo, he says stuff like, please don't try to stop me, brother. Hope, he's like, hey, maybe us two could be friends, the weight of the world in our hands. Jones, it's a lot about the 0 point shard and he doesn't trust Jones. The Night Rose, it's about how she was a puppet and how he feels sorry for her. And Shogun X, it seems to be a lot of anger about how he controlled the Night Rose, but then he does mention that Shogun X is just a puppet himself to something even bigger. What that something bigger is, we don't yet know, but there is theories going around that it could be the Nothing, and this could be the return of the last reality, as we know from the past. They very much are seeking the 0 point. So, could the last reality be returning? I guess we'll find out more as the season ends. Staying alive for 5 more seconds would have got the train. I honestly think the train chest... Wait, it still counted. It's just appeared on my screen that it's still counted. I think the train chest is the harder way to do that quest though. I think the forecast towers are probably easier than the train chest. But anyway, let's go back to the lobby. Let's have a little look at our quests and see how many we actually completed. Like, did it count that quest? It doesn't say that it counted the quest, but it does say that there's only 100,000 XP to be gained. So it's insinuating that I've done a quest, but that I haven't done a quest. I didn't even find a car to do the boosting one, but that one shouldn't be too hard. And I don't think the specialist one is actually going to be that difficult. So all in all, I don't think these are going to be that hard for your final week. You have roughly 10 days to do these quests, 9 or 10 days. I think actually by the time this video comes out it'll be about 9, but 9 days to do these shouldn't be that hard. Most of your weeklies you can do on the week that you get them, and these are not massively difficult. So stay tuned, because we are rapidly approaching the end of Chapter 6, Season 1, and that does mean that this event build-up will start kicking into high gear, and we'll soon know a little bit more about the event with Daigo entering the Spirit Realm to save Jade. And potentially we will find out more about the new villain and what is going on with the 0 point. Who knows? But until then guys, I hope you found the video informative, enjoyable and fun to watch as always. And I'll see you all in the next one.